Thanks for coming through to watch another one of my videos, and inside this video I'm really going to carry on the sequence to where I left off in the other one. We're talking about how your time needs to be best spent, because we can't spend a hell of a lot of time doing things when there's other ways, other quicker ways, other more effective ways to actually generate you business, high targeted leads and a bigger return on investment. So, whatever it is that you're doing in this minute in time, you're business coach, consultant, entrepreneur, service professional, maybe you're a speaker or an author, and you are working some kind of a system, some kind of a process that's getting you business. So I've created two systems behind me on my big ass blackboard. So we're going to talk about systems. This is where I used to be and this is where I am now. Well, I'm 97% here. And I'm still a little bit over this side because I still do go to a lot of networking events, but they are the bigger events, the more industry driven events. So let's first of all talk about the manual event, and this is where I used to be. So I used to go to a lot of networking events like I explained to you in the previous video, and I used to do 5, maybe even more events a week. Why did I do that? Well, I wanted to get clients, I wanted to build my business. But I learned something very, very quickly. I learned that my business wasn't scalable doing this. It served its purpose at that minute in time. I'm thankful for it, but it wasn't going to allow me to get my business or to put my business in a scalable position. So let me explain my theory. I used to go to 5 networking events a week. So predominantly they were morning events. Now I used to, some started at 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. I used to travel around about an hour around where I live to get to the event. Then the event would last between 2.5 hours, 3 hours long, and then I actually obviously had to travel back as well. So that's 5 hours of my working day that's already been taken up before I should even start doing anything for myself or for a client. So that's 5 hours gone. Now, inside that 5 hours, I've got my traveling time, so I've got cost there as well. I've got time networking. I've to be part of, to be a member of a networking event. There's actually yearly or monthly subscriptions, which sometimes do come quite high. But you know, it's an investment. I understood that, so I invested. And then on the particular day of the event, you got an investment as well, maybe £10, £25, depending what event it was. So you got 5 hours worth of time, and you've also got a financial investment as well. So how many leads would I actually come away with when I attended these events? Well, you never actually come away with, I felt that I actually never came away with a lead, a hot lead. Now, I came away with people with, you know, names on, well, business cards and little, I used to circle business cards and make notes on business cards of people that said they were interested and they wanted a telephone call. So that was kind of a lead, but kind of not a hot lead. So, you know, I might come away with, I'm not going to be too mean, maybe I came away with 1, maybe 2 potential people that said, give me a ring. So, but you would come away with 10, 20, maybe 25 business cards, and then you come home, and this is where the fun really starts, because you're coming home, you've got business cards, then you've got to go through these business cards and iron out and find out who could be, you know, a potential client. Then you've got the emails to send, you've got the welcome email to send, where you're just going to start building that relationship up. You can't really be too pushy. You can try and arrange another meeting, but you've got to wait for them to reply to your email and then say, well, you know, I'm really busy at this minute in time. Send me an email in a month's time and, you know, we'll try and link up there. I'll see you next week at the next networking event. So that process is really long. All the other people, you're sending emails out, all them emails have got to be bespoke towards that particular person, so they're going to be personable to that person. So you can't send bulk emails, so you're going to send emails regarding the conversations that you've had and everything. Then again, you know, you've got to follow up, make telephone calls, send proposals, go to meetings. It's a minefield, and it is a massive game. It's a massive game. And you know what? Then you land a client. It's like, fantastic, you've got a client. But you've only got a limited amount of time in your working day that you can actually service that client. Because what are you doing each and every day? You're going back to networking events. Because you need to feed, you need to fuel your business. You need to generate some kind of leads. You need brand awareness and everything. So, you know, you go back. So this is what I used to do each and every day. And, you know, I'm really grateful for this because this really served a purpose at that minute in time in my business. But I realised the crucial thing is that that's not where I wanted to be. That wasn't going to allow me to have a scalable business. So I realised, I understood that I needed to create something had to change, something had to give. And fortunately, I realised that this had to give, and I had to have something, create something that were more automated. So let me explain the system that I work today, and this is the system that I teach my clients. This is the system that works for me. This is the system that works for my clients. So what I do now, my traveling time is basically from my bedroom to my kitchen to the gym in the morning, where I get myself in peak state of, you know, getting in the mindset so I can have a very, very productive day. So the day starts with me. It doesn't start traveling in an hour. And spending time with people that I really don't want to spend time with. I'm sorry, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. So the day starts with me. I've got leisure time in the morning. I can prepare myself, I can get myself ready. Then I come into my office, which is from home. I work from home. I don't want to change that. The only thing I'll change is when I change home, and I'll have another office in that home. So I turn my computer on, I check my emails, and I check my marketing. My marketing is Facebook ads. Why? Because that is the best source of marketing at this minute in time on the internet. And I'm not going to get too much into this in this video, but I will do later on in other videos. So Facebook ads, and I drive Facebook ads in front of my target audience. If my target audience see the ads and they like what they see and they click on the ad, then I send them to the system that I'm talking about that I use today, my clients use today. So this system is the top of my sales funnel. Now this is also a sales funnel, but this sales funnel is automated, and this sales funnel is stressful. This is automated. So send them to the top of the sales funnel. The sales funnel where I'm sending them to is just basically a landing page where I'm giving them something of value that might help them overcome a frustration, a pain, a challenge, or it might lead them to something that they desire or a dream. So I'm giving something of value in exchange of their name and email address. So there's two things. When these people land, because they're not prospects at this minute in time, it's traffic. When this traffic lands on my lead page, my sales funnel, there's two things that are going to happen. They're either going to leave, and if they do, that's absolutely fine. Or they're going to enter their name and email address because what I've given them is something of interest to them. So if they put in their name and email address, then I collect their data into an email marketing campaign, and I automatically receive an announcement, a notification from the company saying that somebody has just opted into my sales funnel. Now it's there on in when the fun starts. This is when the game starts, this is where the fun starts, because now I'm collecting data into an automated sales funnel that they're now receiving updates and emails from me that's automated, and I know exactly that what's inside the emails. I know that the links inside the emails are sending them to further information that's going to help them, which every time they're reading something, hearing something, seeing something of what I'm giving them, I'm branding myself and I'm positioning myself. But what is different here is that now people are coming to me instead of me going to them. At this side I'm chasing, at this side they're coming to me. And that is just a different mind shift. That is just unbelievable. That's flipping everything around 360 degrees. This is where it gets exciting. So let me just explain of a particular one of my particular clients at this minute in time. We're talking about how many leads you're generating here. Now, if you look at the cost of what that is costing you for that particular morning, or what that costing me for that particular morning, because if I were billing £100 for my particular services per hour, that's 5 hours of my time that's taken up. So that's £500 that were costing me each and every day. That weren't generating revenue. So for a particular client, Facebook ads now, the leads that we were generating in one particular day, each day, or 50 leads a day. That's 50 people coming to the top of the sales funnel, putting their hands up, saying, you know what, this is what I need, this is what I'm looking for, this is going to help me overcome a pain, a challenge, or a frustration. Now, by people opting in, that's them putting their hand up saying, yeah, I'm interested in what it is that you've got. I'm interested in knowing more about what it is that you do. How powerful is this? Now, the time spent is half an hour. You've obviously got the system to set up, and that's obviously a given. But how long that's going to take you is how long that's going to take you to learn, sit down, be committed to actually create the system, but not long. But once the system's up and running, the system is up and running. All you're doing is creating Facebook ads, monitoring Facebook ads, split testing Facebook ads, measuring, tracking, and then dealing with your clients. So I just wanted to break down what I'm talking about when I talk about systems. Two systems here. I'm going to fire this question back at you now. Which system is more effective? Which system is spending your time best spent? Which system is more effective on your time? I'm going to leave that with video 4. Thanks for watching, guys. It has been a long video, but if these videos are not of interest to you, you can always pause them, stop them, and go and do something else, because your time is best spent doing something that's going to benefit you. Thanks for all, guys. Speak to you tomorrow on video number 5.